Conditioning, which can otherwise be known as programming, can be limiting and restrictive. This constriction can create a storm within, a disruptive feeling, a feeling of despair as you keep trying to force your square peg into the round hole. We can end up doing this for much of our life, which keeps us in a lower frequency, inviting things like toxic situations, relationships, disease, and addictions. Eventually, we get the knocks on the door from our soul, trying to get our attention, nudging us in one way after another to what's going on within us. Maybe day after day you're doing things you hate. You might be angry, depressed, or have a feeling of hopelessness. You know there's something off in the ways of the world, but no one else around you seems to notice or question why. You wonder if you're in the twilight zone. Nowadays, there are complaints about the younger generations, but I see them as disruptors to the old regime. Younger generations are part of the needed change. They challenge the status quo and the you shoulds and the you need tos. They are going upstream, going against the grain. Change is rarely comfortable. Some of us have been going against the grain our whole life, but it wasn't always in the most productive way that served us, because we didn't understand why we felt the way we did. For some of us, the Kundalini energy wakes up and starts making its way through the nervous system, which can create all kinds of havoc, as it brings to the surface everything that's negative, false, and of the lower frequencies. As we make our way through the purification process, it may be hard to believe that it's all for our greater good. The Kundalini Dark Night, as I now call it, is a spiritual transformation. It's the soul waking you up to spirit, to what you truly are. If this doesn't resonate with you, it's possible you may be undergoing some other type of mental or physical event. It can be too hard to overcome or possibly get stuck in the process for a very long time. But for most of us, it's a roller coaster that eventually has smaller climbs and less twists and turns. We get better at managing our process and expand our awareness and knowledge as our consciousness expands and our frequency raises. We step out of the conditioning, distancing ourselves from the construct, and start living the life that we've always wanted. Maybe not all at once, but day by day. It doesn't mean that we don't interact with conventional society, but we no longer feel forced to do what we don't want, and we no longer make decisions and choices based on fear. Conditioning keeps us in fear and worry. We've had many physical experiences here on this evolutionary wheel and may have many more, so no need to stress yourself out and worry. It's good to remind ourselves what we'll be taking with us when we transition from this lifetime and what we won't be taking. We won't be taking anything material, or our credit score, or our accomplishments, or our disease, and we won't be taking our failures, our wrongdoings, or our mistakes. What we will be taking is our expansion of heart and frequency. We'll be taking everything we've learned and how much we grew. We'll be taking our strong connection to Source. Better to go through the difficulties while we're here and transition with as clean a slate as possible, meaning knowing what you are, knowing you are eternal, knowing you are inherently good, knowing you are one with the all. We are here to learn and grow, and we leave everything of the false construct behind. Is there a life review? Will we meet our loved ones? This I don't know, but whatever our experience is, will most likely be based on what we believe and how much we've grown and awakened. So take the pressure off of yourself. Forgive and forget any past transgressions of yourself and others. We are evolving every instant. You are what you are in this moment, what you are co-creating, not what you were yesterday. What you are today brings what you are tomorrow, so make the best of it. And be the free spiritual maverick that has seen through the construct, and make your own way knowing that a benevolent creator is walking with you.